Algeria is a tale and a moral. Its tale differed from all the tales told. Its historical events carried many lessons for all generations. A tale that was not written on paper like all tales and stories. Rather, it was on the remnant of its valiant children. As the ink wasn't in ink, rather in the blood pumped from the hearts of its sons and daughters, that until this very moment runs in the bowels of its land. A tale whose number of pages is as equal to the remains and sacrifices of the Algerian people. 1.5 million pages, one to the other, that carried sacrifices and lessons for those who pay heed.
قررت إحداث يوم وطني للجيش الوطني الشعبي
Algeria today should be proud of the sons and daughters of its army, the children of the Pure Land. People's National Army's sons and daughters are aware of the great trust bestowed upon them, whose bright futures have been firmly established in loyalty to our people, in fulfillment of the sacred November's values, and so that Algeria will remain one united land, army, and people, for the covenant that is inherited by the Algerians generation to generation to the other.
تفضل السيد رئيس الجمهورية القائد القوات المسلحة وزير الدفاع الوطني من خلال حرصكم سيد الرئيس على أن تترأسوا شخصيا هذا الحفل الرسمي وإسداء شهادات تكريم لثلة من رجالة الجزائر البررة الذين بذلوا التضحيات الجسام من أجل الوطن الغالي.
The 4th of August of every year, this is the day that rises at the crossroads of time to bear witness to the loyalty of this country's good people, to our shuhada sacrifices, the engineers of our present and future.
العريف الأول علي كولال.
This solemn day that marked the birth of People's National Army from the depths of the National Liberation Army. This day, which narrates the details of years gone by, during which the people of Algeria worked tirelessly and untiringly, a day to contemplation, and we honor its value with consideration. The National Liberation Army was not established by a decree or a decision. Rather, it emerged from the womb of the suffering that befell the Algerians as a result of French colonialism, as well as the circumstances surrounding the revolution and the strategy it adopted to achieve the ultimate goal of national independence.
The National Liberation Army was composed of elements that believed in armed struggle. Those militants knew how to benefit from the experiences and traditions of its people who yearned for liberty. They were fully aware that it was not possible to organize a classical army to confront colonial forces. Rather, it saw the popular momentum as a real force that could be relied upon by adopting in the sake of its just cause. The leaders of the revolution took upon themselves the responsibility of establishing the structures of the National Liberation Army by forming small groups capable of waging a guerrilla war, according to the circumstances of the battle that was to be fought against the colonial army, which was superior in equipment and numbers. Amidst the transition from the period of occupation to the era of independence, and from the battle of liberation to the battle of construction, the National Liberation Army was transformed into the People's National Army, its descendant and its rightful heir, on the 4th August 1962. This day, which was approved by Mr. Abdelmajid Tebboune, President of the Republic, Supreme Chief of the Armed Forces, and Minister of the National Defense, as a national day for a People's National Army. A stage in which People's National Army accompanied the independent state in all building and construction stations, such as the construction of the roads and the Green Dam project, through confronting the challenges and crises that our country witnessed, and in which our army was by its side as a safety valve and accompanying the Algerian people in their ordeals. August 4th of every year is a significant occasion in which we stand before all the sacrifices made by the honorable people of Algeria in every time and place, renewing the pledge, confirming our determination to follow their path and preserve their precious trust by making the necessary efforts so that we defend, selflessly and preciously, our country's haven and its territorial integrity. Adding this day to the list of our country's glorious historical days and occasions reflects the great interest of the country's supreme leadership and its sincere and genuine care for preserving the national memory as the source of our strength and pride, the flame of our present and future, and the foundation of our country's progress and prosperity. It is People's National Army, the descendant of the National Liberation Army, the loyal servant of Algeria and its people, the protector of its national sovereignty, the preserver of its unity and cohesion, in fulfillment of the message of the righteous Shuhada and commitment to its constitutional duties. The level of competence and modernity that our armed forces have achieved today has made our brave sons subdue the field, set them on fire with maneuvers, inflaming them with military exercises which have dazzled us for years, and occupy the sky like fierce falcons, and wade through the depths of the sea with submarines, and break its waves with sails, glory, pride, and feats. They are the sons of our land, our glory and our pride, young men of the highest morals and clearest minds, who loved their land and their people, and believed in a free land, independent and sovereign. They were born from the womb of the suffering of a noble people, so they were the excellar of its long and arduous struggles, and its great sacrifices and long struggle. May the 4th of August of every year remain a date engraved in our memory, marking the birth of People's National Army, the nation and the People's Army.